Kush and Chemtrails, the world's most dangerous podcast.
We're running low, so let me do this quick.
All right,
let's
good.
go on a trip. You ready?
Trip.
Trip. On. This. Come on, let's go.
Nobody should be asked to handle this trip. That's some heavy shit. When you were tripping.
All right, guys, check this out. This is pretty fucking cool, dog. We were talking about receding lakes earlier. This is really cool.
Right.
One of the most unexplained places on Earth is spotted Lake Khiluk, the most mineralized lake of the world. Each of these 365 spots holds a unique chemical content and is said to cure different diseases.
Wow.
Dope, right?
Crazy.
So when the water recedes, those little pockets of minerals are left at the bottom. That's what you get every year. So I looked it up and it says Spotted Lake is a saline endorheic alkali lake located northwest of Osoyoos in the eastern Similkameen Valley of British Columbia. So it's in British Columbia. And basically what that is, bro, it's the water's super alkaline. That's what alkali lake is. Super alkaline. So the mineral and salt concentration that I looked up, it's Spotted Lake is richly concentrated with various minerals. It contains dense deposits of magnesium sulfate, calcium, and sodium sulfates. It also contains high concentrations of 8 other minerals and lower amounts of silver and titanium.
Ain't that a bitch?
So
I
natural
wish I
silver
would pay
right
more
there.
attention in chemistry, man. This
Right.
stuff is kind of
I'd have been
important.
mining up some shit, boy. Real talk.
I took chemistry too, and I passed it, but I don't retain any of that.
Right. So think of the colloidal
I'm
silver
gonna get
and
back
all
into
that
that,
stuff, bro, that comes from there. So you got most of the water in the lake evaporates over the summer, revealing colorful mineral deposits. Large spots on the lake appear and are colored according to the mineral composition and seasonal amount of precipitation. So that's exactly what I was talking about. It talks about the naming and the history. It was originally known to the First Nations of the Okanagan Valley, so it was a bunch of indigenous people that had it there, and it was sacred to them.
Bet.
And they used it for healing purposes
Hell yeah,
only.
they did.
And then the
And
government,
probably still do.
the government took over, bro. And in World War I, the minerals were used to treat soldiers and stuff, right? But then they got it back. The First Nations got it back, and now they have a fence around it. So you can't even get close to it without getting, like it's trespass. It's super fine. But what was really interesting, it said that magnesium sulfate was the highest concentration that they found there. And when I looked it up, magnesium sulfate is used for short-term relief of constipation. It's also used as a soaking solution to relieve minor sprains, bruises, muscle aches, discomfort, joint stiffness, or soreness in tired feet, right? So I looked it up. Epsom salt. That's magnesium sulfate.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
You better soak your black ass in some Epsom salt, goddamn it.
I've been using that shit
Exactly.
recently more too,
And that's
as I
what-
get older.
That's what's in the lake.
I didn't used to know what the hell, because when
Get
we were
your ass
athletes,
in
we
the
used it, but I didn't really notice
Yeah.
the difference. But
I'm
now
about
when
to
I
soak
use
my
it,
feet in
it
some
softens
Epsom
the
salt.
water. You feel it, bro.
Yeah.
And they have ones with different little additions to it. You can put like some spearmint or lavender or whatever with it.
So we all know the healing properties of Epsom salt. We just never call it magnesium sulfate.
Exactly.
Hey,
So when you look it up, you're like, wow. So when I was doing this, I was actually thinking like, damn, this could have been a dope holistic mystics as well.
It could have.
But when I saw those lakes, I was like, man,
That's
that's a
trippy.
fucking trip, bro.
Yeah, it's a trippy one.
And there's 365, the same amount of days in a year.
That's crazy.
I thought that was cool,
Yeah.
And
The
you know,
creator's
yeah.
awesome, huh? He
It
leaves
is.
little like things here for us to uncover.
Indeed.
Kush and Chemtrails, the world's most dangerous podcast.